Alright, so I just finished a Minecraft movie and I have some opinions about it. Um, I went into this knowing that the reviews were bad and I knew that they weren't good and people were complaining. So I went into this knowing that it was bad, but I knew that waiting for this kind of movie was something I've always wanted to see. I went into the movie theater knowing that, and I sat down and I watched it. A heads up, there are going to be spoilers, obviously, so just be aware for that. Anyways, I really did enjoy the movie. I loved the movie. I think it was a fun bad movie, as Moist Critical would say. Um, it was really stupid, but it was also really funny because in Minecraft, you can do whatever you want. And what in this movie, they kind of knew that and then did whatever they wanted. And with Jack Black as a lead, it kind of just made it funnier as well. The typical trope of the real life world and then getting sucked into a portal to then be introduced to the Minecraft world, I didn't really care for that. I mean, how else would have done it? And even then, like in the Mario movie, they kind of do the same thing there. But I can see why people are complaining because it doesn't have to be that. It can just be in Minecraft already. The setting could take place in Minecraft already. But I just think it was a fun movie to watch because the arcs were really fast, We learn how Steve got into Minecraft and we learned that, he enjoyed himself there. And then the whole thing with the orb of dominance and the crystal, I think, pretty weird, but how else were they going to connect those two together, So I wasn't really complaining about that. I really liked the small town and the characters, living in the town and the little kid and his sister, just moving in and then they get trapped into that place. It was really cool. They do point fun at a few things, but they also do make amends to Technoblade, which I thought was really... It pulled on my heartstrings because I'm glad they honored someone like that. And then also Mfo, I think is how you pronounce her name, and Dantidium also made an appearance. Very obvious appearance, I might say. But I genuinely enjoyed that movie. The the meme quotes, I loved those in the movie. I think someone in my theater came in wearing a suit, which was really cool. But the whole chicken jockey, the nether, I am Steve, water bucket release, all those quotes were in there, and it just made me have an even better time watching the movie, I'm not even gonna lie to you. In terms of like story writing and character design and overall plot, I'd say it's mediocre at best. But that's not really the point, I guess. I mean, like, if you've never played Minecraft, obviously it's not going to be very good to you. But I think that's why people don't like it, because the people, a movie is supposed to appeal to everyone, but this just appeals to the Minecraft community and everyone who grew up watching Minecraft. And I think that's some bias in my opinion here. But I loved this movie because it wasn't me watching it, like current me, it was the younger me. Watching DanTDM, watching Sky Does Minecraft, watching Sunday, watching Stampy Longlegs, watching all of these Minecraft YouTubers. And so just seeing it come to life in the first place is amazing. I don't care how bad it was, it's just that it's there, I just didn't want it to disappoint me because of how bad it was. Like, they didn't try too hard, or they put their money and, gave this movie something unentertaining and put it in the wrong direction. But I really appreciated what they did here. Bad or not, I still really liked it. The one thing I do want to complain about though in this movie was this one scene where the kid was staring at an Enderman, and the Enderman did get upset, but it just felt kind of useless because I struggle fighting Enderman sometimes, and this kid handled it like a champion. Bro stared into his eyes for like 10 whole seconds with that whole like degrading scene, and then he just kept swinging the axe and then killed him, which I had something to complain about there, because when Jack Black was talking about Enderman, it said he worked really hard to kill him, and then this kid just made light work of him by swinging with like his eyes practically closed. But that's like the one thing I actually want to complain about, but nothing really crazy, I guess. What else? I do think they could look kind of stupid placing blocks, in the whole beginning sequence when Steve made his dirt house, then his second house, and the pink house. He just looked real stupid. Same thing with the kid building his first like tower with wood. It looked really stupid. But what I did like though was their whole crafting sequence. Like they place it and then they just hit it with a hammer and it just bam, pops onto the crafting table. I think that was cool. I think that was like, I mean, how else would they have done it, And I think they did that pretty perfectly. Oh, another thing I want to complain about was the tater tot weapon. I thought that was kind of stupid. Like, sure, you bring real life things onto a crafting table and you can make whatever. I mean, the concept is cool, but I think, I don't know, just that whole kind of bit wasn't really the best. I mean, we see the kid use a tater tot weapon towards the end of the movie, but I don't know, I just thought that was kind of stupid. I was like, why don't you just make a bow and arrow, I mean, now I want to talk about the villain. The villain was kind of cool-ish, but she kind of just sat there and didn't really do anything. She kind of let her lackeys do it all, which is, typical ruler shit, but I don't know. I had something to complain about there, because it felt like she was a big bad, but she was like really weak overall. And then in like terms of like brute lackeys, I think the first one was kind of weird, like how he talked English just like the leader, while everyone else didn't really understand. And then once he got killed, and then this bigger brute came to take his place, he didn't even speak English. I don't know, I just thought it was weird that two of them spoke English. I mean, it made sense if one did, but two, I don't know, just kind of weird. But that's kind of all the real complaints I have about the movie. But yeah, I think my bias with waiting for this kind of movie to come out did affect my overall feeling about the movie. But either way, I don't know. Would I recommend it to people? If you've watched Minecraft YouTubers and you're very familiar with Minecraft and you've played it yourself, yes, I highly recommend it. For those who haven't seen it, I mean, if you like fun bad movies, going into it without knowing anything, I think you'll really like this movie. But if you're here to like have amazing story writing, amazing character design, amazing character backstory, I don't think this movie's for you, but you should still give it a try anyway. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie, and it might get me to do this Minecraft series I was planning on starting on this channel like later on, but I guess I'm gonna start it a little earlier. But yeah, that's all I really want to talk about it. If you want to talk about your movie experiences and watching this movie, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I'll see y'all later.